Hey everybody, how you doing? Today we're going to do an 18-month review for the Monport laser. This is an 80 watt C02 laser. The bed size is 24 by 36, and this one has the autofocus as well as the air assist built in, and it has an integrated cooling system for the laser tube, which is very, very cool. A lot of systems you have to have a separate unit to cool the water and send it through the system. This one's built in the back of the system, which actually I'll kind of show you the location of it real quick. Basically right back there, they just get it right back in there. Very cool. If you guys are looking for an extra hobby or something you want to make some money on, marketplace, Etsy, eBay, flea markets, garage sales, anything, you can make so many things with the laser. This guy was $3,200 on sale. I made my money back probably within 2 months. And then in the next, 16 months of me owning this, I could probably buy 10 more machines with the profit that I made off this, maybe even more. It's, if you work hard and, have the right connections, you can make some serious money with this machine. So with that being said, if you're interested in a laser, I will put a link below that will take you to Monport's website and you get 10% off your entire purchase. 18 months or so of ownership. What kind of problems have I had? Absolutely none. This worked right out of the box. I didn't even have to align the laser or anything. I honestly probably haven't even done much maintenance like I should on this, and it's been flawless. I even moved this myself in a shipping container whenever I moved to this new house I'm in, and it bumped around. It's really heavy. I didn't really drop it, but I had to drop it down like a 6-inch step, and it basically jarred the whole system. I was a little worried, like, oh no, this may not, I may have to realign the lasers and stuff like that. Nope. Came here, leveled it up, set it back up. Works perfect. Monport, they are doing a great job with this machine. I am extremely happy, and the value you get from them is very impressive. Probably one of the most known name brand out there that's supposed to be the best is Thunder Laser. But looking at this size machine, you are literally going to be paying 3 to 4 times the amount of money for that machine. And once again, I've had zero issues with this at all. This even has the auto adjusting bed. There's a chain down here. Actually, I'll show you a couple of the things in here. It's a chain system in here and a little motor in the back, and that's what raises and lowers your bed. And then that little probe in there on the left is your autofocus. And actually, let me show you that real quick, because it's pretty cool. So you just put it to where it's going to touch your material. Go to autofocus, hit enter, and see this automatically sets it to the perfect height. So you don't have to worry about, putting a piece of plastic under there and getting the right height. It's super easy. Back there is the air assist pump, and then the tubing to get it out of the machine. And then here is a kind of a little tray for all the small pieces that do fall through. It even has a pass-through, which I have not used yet. If you want me to make a video using this pass-through, let me know down in the comments. So it's got a pass-through in the way back and up here. So you can essentially do so this is 36 inches wide. So you can do a 36 by, 8-foot sheet if you wanted to, and then cut it down that way. So very cool that it offers that, and to use that, you simply just push both of these in, this drops down and works perfectly. For my use, you're probably wondering why this camera's here. I go to my office, cut it, and this camera's at the perfect angle to basically watch my cut. It's got the little laser dot, which most of them have. You can set it exactly where you want. I always start at the top right corner. So what we're gonna make here, I have a Ford F-150 and I am gonna make a big 29-inch by 11-inch Ford logo. We're gonna use this 3M tape as a backing, and then I'm gonna cut out blue and white acrylic, and then put it all together and make basically the Ford logo. It should look really cool, and it should come out really, really well. Let me show you a few more things that I've made with this laser that I really think is awesome. Check out this 8-foot jet. 8 foot, how the heck did I do that? Well, in Lightburn, you can make something any size you want, and then I pieced it together by, in Lightburn, I kind of cut it like this, and then basically just super glue it, or use wood glue, and it holds it together. It's only apart now because I moved and it kind of fell apart because it was in the box truck and it kind of broke. But I'll have to just re-super glue that. But that is an 8-foot jet that I cut out of 5mm plywood from Lowe's. There's about a 5-foot jet. I think that one is 2 pieces. The big one is 4. There's a Jeep, another airplane. Here, I believe this is a Ferrari. This is one of the first things I made, was a welcome sign. This was fun to make and super easy. Just cut it all out. It's all the same piece of wood, and then you literally just color the wood teal and white. And then of course this is the natural wood color. Very cool. And then St. Louis Blues, of course, my hockey team, and that was pretty easy to make too. It's tri-layered, so it's got the back plate, this ring here, and then the letters are kind of pulled up off the thing to give it kind of like a 3D look. So very cool. The amount of things you can do with this, guys, is endless. So I'm gonna take you over to Lightburn, show you kind of the setup and how we're going to cut out this Ford logo. Do me a big favor if you can, like this video and subscribe. If there's anything you want to know or see made on this, please let me know in the comments and I can try to make something for you guys. And once again, if you're looking into starting a business, look at Monport. Really, I'm not even joking. Great company, great products, 0 issues. I'm very, very happy. I'm probably gonna get another machine soon. All right, everybody, we're gonna make a hopefully cool Ford logo with a Monport 80-watt laser. I'm gonna do this completely out of acrylic. It's gonna be 3mm, and it should look really good when we're done. So there's a few steps we have to do to make a sign like this, and I will show you each step as I cut it. So first, we're gonna need a backing for this. So I have some real thin, I think it's 1/25 of an inch, just plain black acrylic that I add 3M tape to the back of it. On diagonal axis, it's about 22 inches. But when once it's cut out and you put it this way, it's gonna be 28, almost 29 inches by 11 inches total. So what we gotta do, this square right here, I put, this is the 24 by 24 just to give me an idea of how it's gonna fit. I could probably go a little bit bigger if I really want, but I don't want to push it. So basically we first need to cut out the backing. So I'm gonna have 4 squares on the laser bed. It's gonna cut out basically this perfect oval. And then after that, I will have to cut this exact entire oval with the words and all the rings. I'm gonna have to cut them in blue and white, because that's basically exactly what the Ford logo is made out of, just those 2 colors. So basically I'm gonna send this twice, put down a sheet of blue, put down a sheet of white, and then basically just piece it together. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'll show you the different steps. So first, like I said, I'm gonna do the back border. And this one is that really thin acrylic. So this one I can bump up to 30 millimeters a second, and that's gonna cut it out no problem at all. Now when I get to the next pieces, I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna highlight all of it, and that's when it needs to be 15. That's the best speed I found that cuts it out perfectly with 60% power. And it's gonna cut it out a blue once again and white. And then I will show you both videos of it cutting it out, And then also I will put it together for you on camera. And it's a very simple step. If you like these types of videos or want to see more content like this, definitely subscribe, like this video, and comment below. I'd really appreciate it. I'll also put a link to the Monport website. If you use my link, you get 10% off your entire purchase. All right, got the final piece cut. You should have seen the time lapse already. This one's the blue. I already did the white. And then of course the backing, and now we're simply gonna throw this together. So you can see this is 4 pieces of the real thin acrylic. 3M tape is very, very sticky. It's gonna hold this thing together. And of course this gives us good backing so it won't flex and stuff either. So I will peel all these and then put it all together. All right, now you just wanna make sure everything's as close together as you can get. Okay, so with the Ford logo, the outer ring is blue. I've never done one this big, so hopefully I don't stick it prematurely because, like I said, this stuff really holds. All right, so we got the backing on. Obviously, it would be a lot easier if I had a bigger sheet of the real thin acrylic, but that's the biggest I can find is the 12 by 12, so that's why I had to piece it all together. But it's not perfect, but I think it should do the trick. Now the blue ring is now connected, and now the next one is the white ring. And that should just fall right into place. There we go. Okay, and now we want to go back to the blue. And that is this big piece. And once again, that should fit right inside there. Okay, now we got the blue in there. Now we just go back to the white letters. And these should very easily fall. We almost messed that up. Oh, it sucked. So go back to the white letters. And then you want the blue as the big letters. And there you have it. Now you got a nice acrylic Ford sign. Put some extra tape on the back of here and stick it to any wall or really wherever you want. Or you could create some sort of little hook. Let's go ahead and peel this off, and that's really going to show you the true beauty of this. Should look really, really good. I will say, pretty sure here, my mistake. Once again, I told you this tape is super strong, and I'm pretty sure I cracked it, which is a huge bummer. But let's peel it off and see. There we go, guys. What do you think? I think that is very cool. Very nice. Not gonna fall apart unless you crack it. But it's like a beautiful Ford piece. Everything just falls right into place. The lines are nice and clean. There's no gaps. It is a very, very nice piece. So the cost for this, I don't know, maybe 20 bucks, if $15 to $20, because of what I cut, there's a lot of extra material that I can use for other projects. So not all of it is waste, but I think it looks amazing. Put that on a wall. I'm gonna be very happy with that. I'm gonna put it right in front of my truck on the garage wall. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this something you would want to make? Obviously, you can do this with literally any logo, any company. It has to be, of course, for personal use. You can't resell. Major companies, they'll definitely go after you. But if, say if you cut this out, you can, of course, give it as a gift to your brother, father, whoever. This one is going to be personally mine, and I think it came out awesome. I could have actually made it even bigger, and maybe I'll even make one that's bigger, because once again, mine is 36 by 24, so technically I could have made this 36 wide, although it's almost 30 wide right now. Actually, I could have done probably about 40 to 42 wide if I would have done the entire size of my bed. So that would be really cool, that size. All right, everybody. So to wrap all this up, is the Monport laser a good laser? Absolutely. Once again, 18 months, literally zero trouble. It's been a workhorse. I've made my money back almost instantly. I made great profit off of this, selling everything. And I've only touched the tip of the iceberg for stuff that you can make with this. This is such a fun hobby too. This is something I really, really enjoy. I mean, look at that. I took some colored acrylic, and within 30 minutes or so, I have a beautiful Ford sign. And once again, you can do this with anything at all. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below, even just say hi. Like this video, it helps the algorithm and gets more people to see it. And then go ahead and subscribe. I got lots more stuff coming. I do have a couple other lasers that I will be testing. And I think I probably will be having a couple more Monport products coming this way that I'm going to be testing, including one of their fiber lasers. And I'm really excited to test that because that can quickly do stuff that I currently don't do, like cups, tumblers, slate cup holders. I mean, you name it. A laser engraves super quick and super clean. So look forward to that video soon. If you went to the store, this would probably be $50 to $100, I would guess. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Click the link below if you want to check out Monport's website. Once again, 10% off your entire purchase, which is a very, very good deal. Thanks. See ya.